Hi everybody, Cheryl here. Welcome to my yoga space. Today I'm going to be showing you a short routine of a yoga sequence that I call Try Warrior. It's just like my previous yoga routines, same choreography with sun salutations, adding standing postures, except the warrior postures are done a little bit differently. So be using a block and a strap. If you don't have a block or a strap, you can use a book, a tie, or a sock. Okay? So we'll start by coming up to the front of our mats, okay, in mountain pose. Okay, and for those of you who haven't done any of my sequences, you can go to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll post a link down below this video. Okay? So coming up to the front of our mats, we're going to stand in mountain pose. Okay? And inhaling through the nose, reaching up to the ceiling. Taking a deep breath in and exhaling, swan diving over straight legs. Okay, trying to bring fingertips towards the floor. If not, you can place them on your legs. Then inhaling and lifting the spine up, looking forward. Exhaling, planting the hands and stepping back to our first push-up position. And we've been working on lowering halfway down to the floor. Okay, pointing the toes, upward facing dog, inhale, downward facing dog, exhale. We're going to hold downward dog for 3 full breaths, breathing in and out of the nose. Okay, and then step your feet up to the front of your mat, line the feet up nice and even, pull the chin up, inhale, exhale down to a forward bend. Then squat the legs like you're sitting back in a chair. Lift the arms, chair posture. Exhale, forward bend over straight legs. And then inhale, lifting up. Now some of you that are used to jumping back, go ahead and jump back to plank position and lower halfway down to the floor. If you didn't jump back, you can step back to the plank. Point the feet, arc the back, look up, upward facing dog to downward facing dog, pushing the glutes back. Take the right foot and place it between your hands. Turn in the back heel. We're going to lift the arms up to the ceiling, okay? Taking the palms together and bending at the elbows like you're doing a tricep press. Okay, so this is the arm movement one of the arm movements I was talking about. Thumbs are pointing towards the back of the head, chin is up, right knee is bent, left leg is straight. Try to spin your ribs forward towards your front leg. Hold a little longer. And then inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, take the hands back down to the floor and step your right foot back, lower halfway to the floor. Point the feet, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take your left foot and bring it up to the front of your mat, turn in your back heel. Okay. Inhale, the arms come up, and you're going to bend at the elbows. Point the elbows up, the thumbs down. Tilt your chin up towards your elbows. Keep your front knee bent, your back leg straight. Try to arc the back a little bit. Okay, then inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down, back on the mat. Step back. Lower halfway to the floor. Inhale, point the feet. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. So you try to keep the feet about hip width. Hands shoulder width apart. And then you can either walk your feet to your hands or bend your knees and hop up. Straightening the legs, look up, breathe in. Breathe out, take a forward bend. And then bend the knees and lift the arms up. Chair pose. Exhale, forward bend down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, stepping or jumping back to plank, lowering halfway to the floor. Inhale, point the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, take your right foot, bring it up to the front. Turn your back heel in. Do a regular warrior 1. Arms go up to the ceiling. And then come out to warrior facing 2. Now we're going to straighten our front leg and bring the hands forward, turn the head to the left. And then bend the front knee and look out at the right. And again, straighten the front leg and turn your head to the left. And then bend your front knee and look out to the right. One more time, straighten your front leg, turn your head to the left. And then bend your front knee, turn your head to the right. Hold the feet perpendicular, right leg bent, left leg straight, bend your right arm. Take the left arm underneath it and wrap your forearm around your other forearm. And then pull your arms toward your left shoulder as you kind of peek over the right shoulder. So you'll be getting a nice shoulder stretch here. I'm going to hold this for about 10-15 seconds, breathing. I'm trying to stay lifted up through the rib cages. Try to get the right hamstring parallel to the mat. Keep all 10 toes grounded. And then unravel the arms, take the arms out in the letter T position. Inhale, reach up, warrior one. Exhale, come back to plank position. And lower halfway to the floor. Then point the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, take the left foot and bring it up to the front of the mat. Turn the back heel in. Inhale to your warrior facing one. Exhale out to your warrior facing two. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Arms come forward, head turns to the right. Exhale, bend your front knee, head turns to the left. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Arms forward, head turns right. Exhale, bend your front knee, arms go back out. One more time, straighten front leg, head turns to the right. And bend your front knee, arms go out in the letter T, hold. Okay, get your setup in your lunge. Bend your left arm, take the right arm around forearm, and pull your forearms towards your right shoulder. And try to peek your head over your left shoulder. Okay, you want to keep that nice right angle in your left leg. All 10 toes grounded. Holding for about 10-15 seconds. And then release the arms in the letter T. Warrior two, inhale, warrior one, go back to plank position. Okay, and feet go back, lower halfway down, inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, pushing the glutes all the way back. Hold for 3 breaths. Breathing in and out of the nose, feet hip width, hand shoulder width apart, glutes lifted, heels pressing back. And then walk your feet forward or bend your knees and jump. Straighten the legs, inhale, head comes up. Exhale, forward bend. And then bend your knees, another chair pose. So we're lifting up the arms. And exhale, taking a swan dive over straight legs. Inhale, looking straight up, legs are straight. Exhale, either step back or jump back to your push-up position. And lower halfway to the floor. Point the feet, arc the back, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take your right foot, place it between your hands, turning your back heel. Inhale, arms come up, warrior one. Exhale, arms out to the side, warrior two. Now we're going to take the right arm, the right hand behind the right shoulder and the left hand behind and try to clip the fingers behind the back. Okay, if you can't clip your fingers behind your back, you take a strap, tire belt, okay, and you get a hold of the, let me just show you real quick. Clipped fingers, okay, or belt, okay. And we're going to hold this nice tricep stretch in a warrior position for 5 breaths, okay. So really trying to keep that right angle in our right leg. Okay, you can vary it by turning your torso forward a little bit if you want. Opening up that right arm. Okay, and then just kind of let the strap go if you're using it. Take the left hand to the left calf, right arm lateral. Just take a little side stretch, reverse warrior. Okay, and then we're going to reverse this to a right angle posture. Put your right hand along the outer edge of your right foot and your left arm laterally over the left ear. Modification, you would take a block along the outside of the right foot and lift your left arm up. Either way is fine, okay? And then we're going to take both hands to the floor on either side of the right foot and step back to plank, lower halfway down. Inhale to upward facing dog and exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring your left foot up to the front of your mat, turning your back heel. Inhale to your warrior facing one. Exhale to your warrior facing two. Keeping the front knee bent, we're going to take the left hand behind the left shoulder and see if we can do the bear clip behind the left shoulder blade there, or in between the shoulder blades. Again, if that's not available for you, you have the strap here, okay? And then we're gonna just kind of open it up, okay? So either way, turning the torso to the front, varying, trying to keep that right angle in our left leg. Really trying to stretch out the arms in this. And then drop the strap, release the fingers. Right hand to right calf. Left knee is bent, left arm goes lateral. Reverse warrior. It's a side angle. And again, you have the option, left hand can go to the floor. If you're not sinking, right arm can go lateral. If that's not available, take the block, okay, and the right arm straight up. Okay, so holding for a few breaths. Trying to keep the outer edge of the back foot pinned down. Don't sink your knees. All right, and come back to plank position. And lower halfway down. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Good, and then bend your knees, jump your feet to the front, straighten your legs, pull the chin up, inhale. Exhale to forward bend. From forward bend, we're going to squeeze the legs together and come into chair pose. To a side chair with a twist. Taking the left elbow alongside the right knee. Squat your back of your knees. You're going to squat like you're sitting back in a chair. Trying to keep the knees and toes parallel. And then again, we're coming up. Regular chair pose. Inhale. And exhale, twist to the left. Okay, try to keep the knees parallel. Bring the head behind the heart. And then inhale, hands come up. Exhale, swan dive over straight legs. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. And lower halfway to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So from downward facing dog, bring your right foot up to the front of the mat. Turn your left heel in. And come out to warrior facing 2. Take your right hand, put it on your left hip bone, and bring your left arm alongside your left ear. Straighten your right leg, okay? And now bend to the side, to the right, till it feels like your rib cage is halfway down to the floor. Try to keep centered the head between the shoulders, okay? So then from here, we're going to take the top arm around the back, rolling open the shoulder, and the right hand to the floor, on the foot or alongside the leg. And again, you can use a block, if you have one, or a book, okay? So that's your modification if you need to modify. Okay, and left arm goes up, so here's your triangle pose. Kind of like in a letter T sideways. Feet are perpendicular. Now here's the challenge. Keeping the left arm lifted, bring the right arm underneath the right ear, palm up, and the left arm over the left side of your head, palm down, like you're catching a beach ball. Really try to open up the legs in the back. Hold for a few moments. Try to breathe while you're holding. And then strongly press into the feet, come up. Come back to your warrior 2. And cartwheel down to plank. Lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring your left foot up to the front of the mat, turn in your back heel. Come into your warrior facing 1. Out to your warrior facing 2. Hold warrior 2. Put your left hand on your right hip bone. Your right arm up by your right ear. Straighten your left leg. Trying to keep the hips and the shoulders in the same plane. Bend to the side. Okay. We have a nice lateral stretch going on here. Lengthening through the right side. Now the right arm wraps around the back. You open up that shoulder. Left hand reaches to the floor. Remember, you can use a block if you have one, or a book. Okay? So this gets the shoulders nice and open, nice and stretched. And bring the right arm up, regular triangle pose. Okay, arms like in a letter T. Legs extended. Try to stretch the tops of your feet also. And then bring the left arm underneath you. The right arm over the head, like you're catching a big beach ball. Okay, palms facing in. And then pressing into the feet, come up. Strongly bend your front knee and take a cartwheel down to plank. Step back lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Okay, then we're going to take our left foot up to the front. Turn the back heel in and come into revolve triangle. Okay, so the feet are perpendicular. The right hand is on the right hip. Left arm is in front. We're going to turn to the right and see if we can take the left hand to the outside of our right foot. And again, use a block. Okay? Right arm stacks over the left arm. Legs are straight. We're pressing through the toes. Trying to keep the head tilted back behind the heart. Okay. And now for a nice leg and arm stretch combined. Bringing the hand down. Okay. Both legs are straight. We're going to fold towards that leaning leg. Clasp the hands behind the tail. Okay. Bring the nose tip down towards the right knee. And raise the knuckles up to the ceiling. And then bending the front knee, hands come down, right leg goes back, and lower halfway to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bringing the left foot up to the front of the mat, turning the back heel in, coming up with straight legs, both hands on hips, then bring the right arm in front of you, turn to the left, and continue to bend to the left, taking the right hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Okay, turn your head back. Again, you can place a block under that right hand if you need to. Left arm stacks up over the right. Triangle, revolve, triangle posture. Okay, and then for an awesome shoulder stretch, we come up, we turn towards the extended leg. Both legs are straight, toes are grounded. Place the hands behind the back. Bring the nose tip or the chin or the head, just bow it down or bring it down and raise your knuckles to the ceiling. And then exhale, bring the hands down, bend the left knee, plant your palms, step the left foot back. Okay, lower halfway, then point the toes, arc the back, downward facing dog. Exhale, take 3 breaths. And then bend your knees, either walk your feet up or jump your feet to the front. Straighten the legs, look up. Inhale, exhale, forward bend. Inhale to chair pose. Okay, we're going to take that prayer twist again. Hands to the heart. Left elbow anchored against right knee. And from here we're going to see if we can take that left foot back behind us, trying to ground the toes and the ball of the foot. Okay. I'm going to hold this for a few breaths. Some of you that practice binding, you would take the right arm around your back, your left hand underneath your hamstring. Okay, this is optional. Okay. If you don't want to go here, you can put your left hand on the floor and your right arm up, like this. Or you can keep your hands at the heart. Okay. 3 variations. Hands come down, right foot goes back, lower halfway down, then point the toes, arc the back, inhale, and downward facing dog, exhale. From downward dog, we're going to hop our feet back up, straighten the legs, look up, and exhale, forward bend. One more time, coming into chair pose. Arms come up, and then turn to your left, anchor the right elbow, pull the thumb to the heart. Okay. So from here, we're going to try to take that right foot back behind us and anchor the toes. You have 3 arm positions. You can stay here, go here, right hand is down, left arm is up, or you can try binding. Right arm goes under the hamstring, left hand behind the back. Head turns back, and try to keep the head behind the heart. Hands to the floor on either side of the left foot. Left leg goes back, lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Okay, and then bend your knees, jump your feet to the front. Straighten your legs, lift your head, inhale, and exhale to forward bend. And hold your forward bend for about 5 breaths. Good, and then inhale, come all the way up to stand. And exhale, pull your thumbs to your heart. Okay, so I'll finish off with standing tree pose. We're going to take our right foot and our left inner thigh. Okay, we're just going to do a little arm twist in this posture. Okay, arms come up. You're going to cross the right hand over the left. Okay, and just really use those fingertips, push them all the way up towards the ceiling. Keep the left foot grounded. Good, and then unravel the hands, float the hands down, float the right side. Right foot down, try left side, bring left foot up on the right inner thigh. Okay, arms come up. This time the opposite hand, I believe it's left going behind right. I could be wrong. Try to remember which side you wrapped. And then unravel the hands, float the arms down, and float the left foot down. Okay, so that's just a short little routine, adding different arm positions in our warrior postures to stretch the shoulders, the triceps, the biceps, chest, and back. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.